Alrighty, so this is going to be a reading for my Leos for January 25th through the 28th. Thank you so much for joining me back on my YouTube channel. We're going to go ahead and hop straight into it. Please keep in mind this is going to be a general forecast, so you're definitely going to have to use a level of discernment when viewing this. Now, if you do want more of a personal message with me, all of my information to book me will be listed below in the description box. And keep in mind, my readings do work on a next day basis. So if you do book a reading today, you will receive it tomorrow. So that's how it works. And if you're interested in that, check that out. That information will be below, as well as my Patreon information, so that you guys can check out the extended version of this reading, which is where we're going to go into a full spread and look at your love life and exactly what that's going to entail for the next 3 days. Okay. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. The first thing we're going to talk about is the energy you guys are coming from. Okay. And this is going to be represented by the community card, clarified by the Queen of Swords. So straight up, a message I just received is, for some of you in your relationship, you could have been found out that your person was cheating on you, or could have had an encounter with another person. And this could be you guys trying to either sort things out as far as figuring out why that happened. For others of you, this could be you finally coming clean on how you feel in certain aspects of like your person having other people involved in the connection, whether that is romantically or like family coming in between your relationship. This could also be friends that are getting in between your relationship, like you as a male having a female that you're involved with, and their friends keep giving them like advice on what to do, and it keeps screwing up the relationship because of the fact that they're lonely, or their perception of the relationship may not be fully what's going on in the connection. And you could be feeling like, well, why are you letting other people in our relationship? Especially if you are dealing with an air sign, you could be feeling that way. Others of you, it could be other signs, but this is you needing to speak your mind entirely on exactly how you feel in that regard. Now, for others of you in a friendship situation, you could be feeling as if like your friends are distancing themselves from you, and you could be finally getting communication from some close friends or some friends that you may have had at one point. And this may be putting a lot of things in perspective for you, as far as some ideas or some thoughts that you were planning on. These are ideas and plans that you were thinking about taking action on, but you may have needed insight on whether or not you're, seeing things from a crazy perspective, or if it was something that was really positive or possible, for you to hone in on an idea or a plan. Okay. Clarifying this Queen of Swords, I do have hold on. Okay. So we do have the Five of Wands, a reverse that flew out. So again, this is you also being clear, finally getting that clear understanding after having some problems. Again, with several different people, whether this is family, love, whoever. This is issues that were definitely caused by other people. And this is finally you being like, look, that's enough. I'm done. Whether this is you cutting them off or you just getting the clarity you need, this confrontation is stopping due to the fact that you're putting an end to it. This could also be you guys coming out of your head as well and not worrying so much about a situation that's out of your control. Now, speaking more into the energy you guys are going to be experiencing for these next 3 days, I do have the Caring Connections card, clarified by the Empress. So you guys are definitely going to be trying to work on your relationship, possibly with somebody who you have kids with, somebody who you may have almost had kids with. There may have been an issue with that. Like you trying to conceptualize, is that the word, when you're trying to get pregnant? When you guys are trying to get pregnant with someone, there may have been like a miscarriage there, and my condolences. But this is you possibly trying to work out that relationship with that person. Others of you, it may have nothing to do with kids. This is just somebody who you wanted to grow a relationship with, and possibly even see if one day you guys could have kids and even get married and take it that far. But this is the relationship needing to mature, or both parties in the relationship needing to mature and look at it from a higher perspective as well. Clarifying this Empress card, I do have the Ace of Swords. So definitely clear communication is going to be established in the next 3 days. This is you clearing the air with somebody who, again, really wants growth within this connection with you. Or this is you guys even speaking in a mature perspective or in a mature way. Okay. This is also being clear on exactly what you need to do to grow as an individual. And this is, again, doing things that are right for you and not for just other people. Or, okay, how do I explain that? This is not doing things just so you can please other people around you. This is making sure that you, within yourself, you're pleased on an emotional level and not just sacrificing your own happiness for other relationships. Okay. A lot of you as well with the Empress and the Ace of Swords, this may even be you clearing the air with a mother figure in your life in regards to either your relationship preferences. So this could even be you coming out for some of my Leos out there who may be into the same sex. This could also be you guys coming clean about your relationship. Like if you and your partner have had a very tumultuous relationship and your parents had to get involved, this could be you finally speaking your truth to your mother and letting them know this is what's going on. And then your mother may be giving you some clear and profound advice and you know how to move beyond that. But anyhow, moving on from this, what I am seeing for the advice that I can give you, I do have the anxiety card clarified by the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So this is being very self-aware in regards to how your own anxiety can make you make decisions that aren't the best. This is also making sure as well that you're not getting caught up in your own worry and letting yourself get tripped up. Because for a lot of you, this is in concerns to money. If you are anxious that if you quit a job and you try to get something that's better paying, that you're going to get screwed or something like that, that's a perspective of poverty, like already expecting that you're not going to manifest the money that you want to attract is you already putting that poverty vibration back into the universe. So be careful of thinking that way, for one, but also being anxious that you won't find someone else as well. For some of my Leos, you may be holding on to a relationship with someone, or even this idea of you possibly being in a relationship with someone, because maybe you think that that's all you can get. And for some reason, I don't know why some of you guys are thinking that way. That's not the truth. If you're not getting your just due in a situation, to stay in it and think that eventually something is going to come out of it is limiting yourself more than anything. It's not limiting the other person. So be aware of that. If you are wanting somebody to come back from the past who's out dating other people and you're just waiting for them, you're only doing yourself a disservice, because the person's out dating and you're waiting for that other person to come back around after they've had their fun, which is kind of settling for what you really don't deserve. Let's just be honest. Okay. So be careful with that if that is something that you're going through right now. Now, for others of you, again, this is more of you being more aware of self-worth. With the Page of Pentacles in reverse, if you want more for yourself, you have to actually go after it and not take this perspective that you're not going to get it already from the jump. Okay, and that could be in finances, love, whatever. Now, with the obstacle that may come up, I do have the Door to Spirit and the Temperance in reverse. So this may be that the Door to Spirit may be leading you on a totally different path than what you guys may want to go on. Okay. This may be you having to come clean with yourself in regards to how in some cases you guys haven't been seeing what the universe has been trying to show you. Okay. And with the Door to Spirit card showing up, this is Spirit really trying to guide you guys towards healing from past events that took place. This is letting go of things you can't control. And also being more spiritually in tune. And for a lot of you, that may be hard with you having to take care of your day-to-day life responsibilities. You could have, had to put your spiritual practices kind of on the burner because you may work more. This may also be with the Temperance in reverse. This may be an issue with you guys being patient when it comes to the blessing the universe is about to bring in for you. Because Spirit's about to open some doors for you. It's just you may have to be more patient. It may take more time than what you guys are expecting. But you guys are so close. So the most important thing is staying determined and understanding exactly where your goal is going to take you overall. If this is like talking about a financial situation where you're waiting for the full manifestation of that, you just got to keep being patient. Now, what I am seeing for the outcome, we do have the contract card clarified by the Knight of Cups in reverse. So for some of you, if you are under a contract with someone, you may be feeling a little dissatisfied with that. You may be like, I don't really know if this contract is living up to what I thought it was going to be. This could be a business contract, a contract with like music producers or A&Rs or TV show, whatever it may be. This could be a contract at your job, okay? But definitely make sure you're looking at the fine print with whatever contract that you may be signing, and that you're clear on exactly what you're getting yourself into. And for some of you, if you've already signed this contract, be careful of, again, not reading it and not knowing what exactly it entails, because you guys may be emotionally disinterested with what may come out of it if you don't really look over a contract properly. Others of you, when it comes to balancing out a relationship here, somebody may be acting emotionally shut off towards you. And what I will say is make sure you don't drive yourself crazy over a situation that, again, karmically is being worked out. Okay. And I'm going to stop right here in regards to that. If you do want to know more about your love life, like I said, I will be covering more of that on Patreon. We're going to go through this full spread over there. And make sure you guys sign up anyways. I'm going to be over on Patreon a lot more. We're going to have more awesome posts over there. Okay. Exclusive messages. So sign up. It's only $5 a month. You get to see all of my extended messages for the whole entire month for only $5. That's a steal. Okay. So let's go ahead and get straight into the other portion of the reading. We're going to go ahead and use this little deck. Okay. It doesn't look that little on camera for some reason. We're going to use this deck and we're going to see what random messages your spirit guides have for you. And yes, so let's go ahead and get into it. So what random messages do you guys have? Okay, so we do have the child card. So again, we're talking about children. Make sure if you guys are having some issues within your marriage or your relationship with somebody who you may have kids with, that it's not affecting the child. For some of you, the fighting that you may be going through with your significant other and, like I said, your baby mother or your baby father may be affecting your child as a whole, whether that's their emotional well-being or with you guys fighting, it's just creating a tense environment for your child. So be aware of that. Make sure you guys are being very self-conscious in that regard. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So we have the death card. Before I get into this, going back to the child card, another thing that just came through, there's going to be a lot of new beginnings for you guys in that department. So for some of you, if you don't want to get pregnant, be careful. Make sure that you're, using a condom, of course, being protected, but also this is making sure you guys aren't being childish, that you're not adopting a childish perspective, or that you're not even entertaining somebody else who's coming off childish and wanting, to be coddled like a baby in certain cases. For others of you, a new relationship here that you may get into, this is for my single Leos, you want to make sure that you're taking time to really nurture that connection, that you're not just rushing into anything, especially taking it too serious before things really unfold here. Okay. Now with the death card, and this is so funny that this is coming right after the child card, because this is birth and then this is rebirth. Okay. So with this, there's definitely, again, a lot of changes that are about to take place for you. This is going to happen really after a lot of endings take place first. This is cycles that just needed to go, or, people in your life that needed to go, or situations that needed to go. And this is acknowledging that, letting that go, and also welcoming in the change, because a lot of times change happens for us, or change is trying to happen for us, but we refuse to step into it because we're not seeing that's what the universe is trying to do. And we just hold on to things that are just so out of our spectrum at this point. Okay, so be aware of the changes that are happening around you and exactly how you could put your best foot forward moving forward. Okay, Leos for January 25th through the 28th. Let's see. Okay, so we have sorrow. So with this is also making sure as well that you're not in this feel sorry for me energy, or that you're feeling sorry for yourself energy. There's nothing to feel sorry about in case of your situation. The only thing you can do moving forward is to focus on the blessings that are on its way to you moving forward. So if you're staying so focused on the disappointments, what's not working out for you, what you're not pleased about in your existence, this is just going to keep you on this like vibration of being sad, worried about things shifting. So shift this vibration by, again, taking some time to do a spiritual cleanse, possibly even keeping a clear quartz with you, or even a rose quartz with you throughout the day to help uplift that spirit. And what else? And just not focusing on disappointment so much. A lot of times this happens. We get caught up in the fact that something hasn't worked out for us, or we're not where we want to be at yet, and then it just makes us go into depression. So if you are feeling yourself slipping into to what? Excuse me, guys. I'm getting super tongue-tied. If you see yourself slipping into depression, make sure, for one, that you're talking to someone, that you're going to possibly like a therapist or a close friend, somebody who is going to be there for you and give you the guidance that you need to hear at that moment more than anything. Because a lot of times we can just get the advice we need or the clarity we need. We're just not saying anything. Okay. So if you are feeling this way, get somebody close to you to speak to you and give you that guidance you need to move forward. But the next card we do have the letter card. So this is actually interesting. There is going to be some sort of letter or some piece of paper in the mail that may actually change things for you. For some of you guys, if you're waiting for a check to come in, this may be a check coming through the mail, honey. For some of you, you also may need to keep up with your messages. I'm hearing like your emails, direct messages. There may be some sort of piece of information that may be helpful, or there may even be somebody trying to contact you who could be helpful in the long term as well. Okay, let's pull one more. Okay, so we have the enemy card in reverse. So for a lot of you as well, this is also being careful of who you're engaging with, who you're giving attention and energy to. You may have people around you who are just kind of fake. And for a lot of you, I feel like you are getting them away from you, and a lot of them will be revealed to you. Any people who are, having their own motives for why they deal with you or why they're even in your life. With the enemy card in reverse, a lot of you, those enemies are going to be banished out of your life. You may be cutting people off. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of relationships that are going to end around you. And this may be through you guys finding success, or through you guys finally just standing your ground and knowing your worth and being like, look, I don't want you around me. So a lot of friendships around you are going to end. A lot of relationships around you are going to end, but there's a reason for it, and don't feel bad for it. So I'm going to stop right here. Like I said, we are going to finish this reading off on Patreon. If you want to join us, the link will be listed below. You could also join my channel memberships. If you do see the join button, you could just hit that and also just be able to access the information through my community tab. But we're going to go over. I will catch you over there, and I will also see my other Leos who are just going to watch this video and go about their business. I will see you in the next one. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you also hit that notification bell. I have been receiving messages where you guys have been telling me where you haven't been getting any sort of notifications. So definitely make sure you do that, and I will see you in the next one.